cell phone that's maybe just one step above Rachel's dumb phone. I have given a speech that maybe some of you recall about this great website called Craigslist. So cool. No, I am not an early adopter. I am not a techie. So when I tell you that I recently used Uber for the first time, you should be surprised. It surprised me. I used Uber for the first time recently on a trip to San Francisco with my family. And I want to tell you about some of the great things that maybe you've already heard from Jeffrey, but that I've experienced as well. I owe it to Jeffrey for telling me about Uber. He gave us all an explanation of what Uber's about. So the first thing that was great about Uber is user-friendly. We were probably 5 minutes into our great day in San Francisco, walking down Market Street, when my adorable little 5-year-old very definitively says, "Daddy, my feet hurt." "What? Your feet hurt? We just started. How can you be tired?" She was not to be dissuaded. Daddy, carry me, carry me." This was going to be a long day in the city, and I realized that I needed to come up with some method of transporting us around for the day. As I prod my family along down towards where we're going to grab the cable car, I whip out my cell phone and I start looking for a day pass on the metro. That seems like it would work. I don't know if it's because I have this phone that's just one step above a dumb phone, but I cannot figure out how to get these day passes through my phone. Even when I stop in a metro station, I can't find a way to buy a day pass. I start thinking, well, this wouldn't be a good idea anyway, because I have to figure out where the metro stops to get on and get off. Not user-friendly. Well, we make it down to where the cable cars are, and as we're waiting for our cable car, and as my wife and I are shielding my daughter's eyes, both of our daughter's eyes, from the homeless man stumbling by with his pants down around his ankles, that's when I think, Jeffrey did a speech about Uber. And in that 10 minutes we waited for the cable car, I found the app in the Google App Store, I downloaded it, inputted the information, and I was ready for when I needed a ride on Uber. Very user-friendly. The other thing I like about Uber is it's a great form of transportation, and Jeffrey kind of talked about this. So we had done our cable car ride, we had visited the Cable Car Museum, we had explored Chinatown, and we are ready for our first ride in Uber, and I order it up. And I admit I was a little nervous. I'm in a strange city, using a brand new form of transportation. I've got my family that I'm responsible for. I think, is this a bad idea? And then I hear Jeffrey's voice telling me about Uber. Would Jeffrey steer me wrong? Well, I was about to find out. 6 minutes after ordering the car, it arrives. It is a beautiful, brand new Lexus SUV. This is better than any cab or any bus, right? The kids and my wife get in the back. I hop in the front, shut the door, and the noise of the city fades away. We are off. Now, the driver was a little bit sketchy. He had these tattoos on his arms, these aviator glasses on, couldn't see his eyes. He was sitting like this, leaned way back in his car. Well, he turned out to be pretty nice. And he had some nice music playing in the car. The girls fell asleep in the back seat. It was very comfortable. We had this private luxury ride for a mere $8. Great. The third thing I liked about Uber is it offers flexibility. We spend our time down there at Fisherman's Wharf and order up the second ride on Uber. And then we settle down on a bench to wait for our ride. And as I'm sitting there, I observe all this chaos going on at Fisherman's Wharf. If you've been there, it's a pretty busy place. And they have a little area for cars, cabs, and buses to pull off into to drop people off and pick people up. And I'm thinking, there's no way that this driver's going to find us. And then if we do find him, it's going to take forever to get out of here. Not good. But I didn't need to worry. All of a sudden, my phone rings. Hello? Hi, this is Frank, your ride with Uber. Could you just cross the street and I'll pick you up over there? Well, that would be great. Yeah, that solves the problem. Gather up the family, cross the street, there's our ride, and we are on our way. Very flexible. Turned out to be a great day in San Francisco. Uber was user-friendly, nice cars, and flexible. I owe that to Uber in part, and in turn to Jeffrey. Without his speech, I could have been lugging my kids around San Francisco for the day, which would have been awful. Now, you never know what you're going to learn here in Toastmasters. Next time, maybe Rachel, I know she's not here, but accepting her, maybe next time someone will tell me about the latest and greatest cell phone.